Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Germany, welcome to Berlin, and welcome to the third International Healthcare Compliance Conference.
Well, good afternoon.
Compliance is important because we need rules for interaction between companies and healthcare professionals.
My name is Steve Ubel. I'm President and CEO of AdvaMed, the Advanced Medical Technology Association based in Washington, D.C. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to the third International Medical Device Industry and Compliance Conference.
Well, compliance is now a core activity for Eucomed. You might ask why that is. It's really because the world's changing very rapidly and people's expectations are changing very rapidly, and because the medical technology industry is becoming a very big business.
And that's sort of our challenge in medical technology as well, because if you think about all the progress we've made over the last 20 years, sometimes it's hard to think, well, how is that progress possible?
From the historical point of view, we have to understand that today we have another feeling for what is right, what is wrong. Compliance had an evolution in Europe as well as obviously in the States. Now the problem came up and the problem is obvious and should be solved, and so of course we should have this discussion about the question what is correct in the cooperation between industry, doing research and development, and orthopedic surgeons using implants in the hospital.
The Foreign Corrupt Practices Act does not prohibit the giving of something to an organization. It only prohibits the giving of something to an individual. And if it's something borderline, we'll help you build in caveats and protections so that it would be in compliance with the law. So if it really is a thorny one, ask. We'll give you an opinion in 30 days.
The main points coming out of the session were that the compliance of the medical device industry with various codes is actually pretty strong. There have been new codes coming out in the last year, AdvaMed, Eucomed, various national codes, and the audience was extremely well informed about those codes.
My key takeaway was that I was very impressed with the level of knowledge among my colleagues in terms of the specific country laws and regulations that apply to the medical device industry. And being a U.S. lawyer, it was a learning experience for me.
That's been a very big issue on the government-mandated disclosures, because if you identify certain doctors and what they may be working on, you could be identifying certain proprietary information.
The top three things we're doing at my company to drive compliance are, first, to make sure that we model compliance from the top and that all of our staff members see us supporting members of our team when they have to make tough business decisions to stay compliant. Second, we try and build a culture of compliance within the company that makes complying with the laws obvious to our employees as integral parts of the innovation process. If you will, two sides of the coin. And third, we try to build a culture of transparency within the organization, so the open sharing of information, discussion of business activities is a norm. Our people then take those kind of concepts out with them to their daily work.
Is it feasible for you? Are you going to achieve the good results in your activities?
First of all, you create a culture of compliance. Everybody in the organization has to understand that conducting your business ethically and conducting your business in compliance with the laws is prerequisite to our business model, and that anything else will be tolerated. Just growing that culture is the first essential element. We're very proud to be hosting the reception for the conference in favor of AdvaMed, Eucomed, BVMed, ABHI, and all the other organizations, the medical device societies that are here for this compliance conference. Why here? Well, first of all, this is a representation area for the B. Braun Group of companies at the Langenberg Virchow in the middle of the Charité, right in the middle of the Medical Society of Germany and Berlin. And this Langenberg Virchow, which is owned by the German Society of Surgeons and the Berlin Medical Society, has had a long history of medicine, is right back there where it should be today, and we thought it would be the appropriate place to meet this evening and honor this conference and its participants.